As people who care about other people and want to see people do well and don't want to see people suffer, most people will go and help other people out. Some people will go above and beyond in helping other people out. So when somebody is willing to help us, if we were raised by a narcissistic parent who was unwilling to help us, it can feel a little bit weird. It can also feel nice having that support, having that encouragement, having somebody to help share the load. It is nice. However, a narcissistic person's way of fooling you, exploiting you, manipulating you is by being overly nice to you. We can't just call people out on this when we don't know people, because people are nice. Narcissistic people use niceness to exploit people. And at some point, once they've got what they wanted from you, they begin to neglect you. So you can go from 1 minute living with somebody who treated you so well to living with a complete stranger. 1 minute they love and care for you and would seemingly do anything for you, and the next minute all they seem to want to do is punish you and hurt you and cause you pain and ignore you. Now, when it comes to neglect, there are 3 main forms. One of those is emotional neglect. A narcissist will withhold from you any kind of emotional support. They will ignore you. They'll humiliate you. They'll intimidate you. They'll blame you. They'll shame you. They'll accuse you of things that you're not doing. They'll isolate you. They'll play down your feelings. They'll accuse you of overreacting. They'll accuse you of being too sensitive. They'll accuse you of being insecure, of having trust issues. So you doubt your emotions and not their behaviour. They will intimidate you to stop you from doing something and then claim that they were only joking, so that you question whether your perception of that threat was real or not, because they're looking to control you through that fear. So they will neglect your emotional health and they will blame you. They will play with your emotions to the point where you can no longer keep a hold of them, and then they will accuse you of being the crazy one. They will neglect you physically, and they can do this simply by not paying the bills, so you can't even afford to keep your family warm, so you can't keep yourself physically warm. They will do this by withholding any form of physical support when you're going through things, when you're heartbroken. They will stand there and watch you upset rather than provide that shoulder to cry on or to give you that hug. And it's usually the pain that they have caused you. They will withhold physical support to punish you. And they will also withhold financial support to get one over on you, so that you feel trapped, so that you feel like you can't escape. However, they're going to be helpful and kind and do just enough for you that if you question them withholding some form of financial support, they're going to come at you and say, after all I've done for you, after I've purchased you this, they might buy you a grand car or a small car. They might purchase you a car in their name that they can use even if you need it, and you'll not dare ask them for it because it'll cause more trouble than it's worth. After all, it's their car, even though they brought it for you to be really helpful, to help you get to work, to pay the bills for them. They manipulate it, they twist it. So they've seemingly done something helpful that you feel you should feel obligated to helping them and grateful towards them, that you feel guilty if you expect to use the thing that they brought for you when they need it. And when they withhold on some other financial thing, like not providing enough food, they will then accuse you of being the selfish and ungrateful one for not being happy about them buying a car, technically for themselves. Because they fool you by pretending to help you, and then they withhold from you to punish you, to confuse you. Not all narcissistic people will rage out at you. Some will fall silent and neglect you, fail to communicate. Well, all of them will fail to communicate in an appropriate manner with you. They'll often use the word salad or storm off sulking. The narcissist neglect makes you feel like you're not acknowledged, like you're not worthy, like you've not been heard, like you are misunderstood, like you're not wanted, you're not needed, you're not reliable, you're not worthy. The narcissist neglect makes you feel like you're not enough. It makes you feel like you're asking too much when you're not asking too much. You're asking the wrong person. They neglect you because they fail to care about you. Some self-help tips is number 1, find a safe way out. Narcissists train you into believing you're trapped and there is no escape. There is always an escape. You just have to find a safe way out. Then it's limited contact, and if you can, no contact is always the best. How to play a narcissist games? Step away, no longer play. Leave them to go and ruin their own life while you go and discover yours, while you go and recover yours. Find a safe way to release the emotions, the emotions that have been building up in you. This is often why those who are emotionally abused can react and explode, because their emotions have bubbled up to a point like a volcano where they all just come tumbling out. So find a safe way to release the build-up of emotions within you, whether that's a supportive friend, whether that's a therapist, whether that's writing, whatever it is that works for you. Exercising. Release those emotions safely. Validate. You might need to learn to validate yourself. Understanding what you've been through and how they've treated you and how you felt will validate those feelings. Or you might need to find people who have been through similar, so you recognise you're not alone in how you feel, and learn that you are enough. Yeah, we all make mistakes in life. However, you did what you thought was best at that time with the information you were given. You are enough. If somebody can't respect you for who you are, they don't deserve who you are. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please add those into the comments. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.